Hello, Pedram. This is Sarah Court. I'm representing Group 5, myself, Jasleen, Rajdeep, and Komal. This is our assignment number 3, and I'll be walking you through our student data management mini project, one query at a time, to show you what we've done for our assignment. Okay, so to start, we've created our LMT University database, and we've used this database to create our enroll schema, and we created our tables, making sure we paid extra attention to the attributes, specifications, and constraints for all of the values. So you'll see we created our address table and inserted the values for that table. We've created our department table, inserting the values. We've created our lecturer table and have also altered the table to add a foreign key to department ID for the lecturer table and inserted the values for the lecturer table. We have created the student table, this time altering the table and adding 2 foreign keys for both the department ID and the address ID columns in the student table. And we inserted the values for that table as well. We've got student table, department table, the lecture table, and the address table. I'm getting into some queries for selects. We've got full name, date of birth, mobile, and all the student information including their mobile, roll number, date of birth, students whose first name starts with B, whose first name starts and ends with A, students under Department 6, the count is 8. All the student full name, age, and mobile number from the student table. Students' information whose age is over 23 years old. Students' information for those who are 21 or 23 years old. Some lecture ID, names, qualifications, and age. Those variables called from the lecture table. Looking for specific lecture qualifications with MS or PhD. Where the student's country is Thailand. Now we're counting students per department and counting lecturers per department, counting students by country. Now we're creating some new tables here in question 12. So we've got the stud copy table, and copying the schema for department into department copy table. And copying the records over. I'm doing the same thing for the address table. You can see the schema. See the records. Now for the lecture table. Okay, So now we're dropping the lecture copy table and performing some other deletes and drops. So we're deleting student information for the IT department. And we're deleting the information for students who belong to the country or are associated with the country Indonesia in their profile. Here, student information for students who live in Nanshi. And the state of Bretagne. I don't know if I said that correctly. Now going on to the last question, 14. I just want to point out that 14A seems like it was missing some information or it was incomplete, so we had skipped that question. But we'll move on here to 14B. We're doing some updates, updating student department ID is 3 for where the student ID is 42. Let's see that there. We're updating the highest qualification is PhD for his lecturer's qualifications, whereas PhD. And updating postal codes to all zeros for where the values were null. And you'll see that in those input. And here, we've updated the student last name as Paul, where the student name was Jerry. So we just want to take the time to thank you for taking the time to watch our walkthrough video for assignment number 3. If you have any feedback or questions for us, please don't hesitate to email any of us. Thank you very much. Take care.